Okay, hi Gina, welcome. So we can do a quick sound check and make sure that you guys can hear me well. Okay, so how's the sound? All good? Great. Thank you, Bob. All right, let's get it right into it, eh? Now, if there's any questions, you just type in the chat box, okay? So, and I'll see that there's something in there, and I'll answer it when I have a break. Yep. Okay. So, okay, just make sure that you can see what I'm seeing. Okay, so you can see the Aussie US H1. Yep. So now I've just removed the river just for the time being. I'll put it back on. Okay. So I've left just the orange timing line and the white line. Yep. So the reason I left the orange one is just so I can know where my TMA is, so I can go and bring the river back. But the thing I just wanted to point out that the Keltner channel, that when price is below it and keeps closing below it, so it's either up or down, and then when there's a retracement, price will close above it, and then when it goes below, yep. So, and when it's going sideways, what you get is it close like that, okay. But we've still got our orange line above our pink center, dotted yellow or pink center line, to give us the direction where we should be looking. Yep. So the reason I took that out is just so you can see the white line a little bit clearer with the information it does present by itself. Yep. So it actually gives you a guide. The price is still moving down, especially when you've got the shadings down here and the center line being pink and the orange line being above. So I'll place back the rest of the river. Okay, so and we'll look more like what you'll be seeing. Okay, and there we are. Okay, now notice the blue line just emphasizes the price action is closing and or about to close below the white. Yeah, so it just gives you a visual highlight that that's occurring. Okay, you notice the white line without the blue. Now I've popped the blue there, and you can see the blue just guides our eyes and highlights the prices stop going down, and here it's highlighting the prices closing above the white. So if I'm going to sell, that would be, and I haven't got out yet, that certainly would be a part I can close because I can really re-enter at a later stage. Okay, so does that make sense with everyone? That the white line in itself with the four windows below and the center line still gives you a very strong direction for the trade and trend. Yeah, having the orange line above the center line once again is an additional up or down direction. Yeah, so they work in conjunction with each other. Okay, so I just want to understand why that blue line's there. It's really just to make it stand out that if I'm looking for an entry around this area. Okay, so brings me to the next point. So up here, the changes have, or the additions have really been the white and the blue line, and you can see why we did that. Okay, we're even here now, as we can see, we've got the orange above the pink, the blue clearly equal distance away from underneath the white, solid pink center line, and if price wants to go past that first band, where's this next? What's further below that it can hit? It can hit this percentage here, and then down to the next one, which is very close to the thicker support band, and there's where it landed. Yeah. Okay, so if we've got strong direction, it tells us to look down. Okay, so now just working with me on window 1, a confirmed vertical red line, and a lot of times these first two, or even this, could have had pink window 3, and window 4 could have still been green. Yeah, and because the river got pulled down, means things like the orange line and the averages that these are 15 and 30 are still above there. So when the river center line gets pulled down, if it was on top of each other or above, it will make those two averages be above. Okay, so because window 4 is a 30 average, so it's a lot slower. Yeah, as you can see, it takes a bigger time to turn. Okay, so if we come back and we see that one of these red lines have not, and let's take for an example, say at this point here where I've drawn this vertical line, window 4 is repainted pink, and it's now made these two vertical lines confirmed. Whereas at the time, you might not have got pink shading in both window 3 and 4. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you would have had orange above center line, you would have had a high diamond, you would have had a vertical line, but you still need windows 3 and 4 to be green, okay? And possibly, I don't have a picture of it, but for those, as you've been watching the charts and trading, you would have seen a lot of times, as this gets pulled down, these will repaint, and the reason it repaints is because the moving averages don't really move. The river can move down, okay? Because with bigger candles here, it can pull it down, and you've seen it pull it down. So if that river gets pulled down, the center line gets pulled down, but the average is like this orange timing line, it doesn't move in a big way as the riverbank. Okay, so that's how we get. So whether you've come in here or here, and let's say this one, well, we can even say this one definitely window 4 could have been green, yeah, but now we can see it's confirmed. Okay, so what that means is, as long as it hasn't reached its target, minimum target, and this line becomes confirmed 6 or 7 or 8 candles later, we can then actually use that to do our framework. Okay, framework means we can do step 3, yeah? Because step 3 says that we can go and mark out the trade management lines. And this is what allows us to confidently go in for re-entries when there's a continuous trend down or continuous trend up. We need to have a confirmed line so that we have a focal point to mark out our trade management lines. Okay, so what we do is, okay, there, pop the trade management. I'm just going to move this here so we can see that we're using that. We're using that as a vertical line that got confirmed several candles later. Okay, so just an hour time frame. So 4 or 5 hours later, we look back and we come back to the computer and we see, oh, it's repainted. That vertical red line that wasn't confirmed an hour, 4 hours ago or 5 hours ago, it suddenly is. Yeah. Okay, so with that being an hour time frame, we have our defaults. Yeah. So Aussie US is, okay, I need to go that far down, is 30 pips from open price, 30 pips off channel. Okay, so it's about up there. So that means first trade management line 1-for-1 would be just below the river. Okay, so I can draw my management lines, my stop level, because it's either the channel or the default. Okay, I can still mark this out at this point, and wherever the price action is, I can still, I'll use these as targets and framework. Okay, because we need to go and have a unique confirmed candle, because that confirms that there's a current high diamond. Okay, and if it's current high diamond, it's looking for a current low diamond, and it's looking to make movements minimum target to the opposite riverbank. So if I'm going down, I'm going towards the pink riverbank. Okay, and our 2-for-1 is 60 pips. Yep, just there. Okay, it's too close, isn't it? Okay, so, and then 3-for-1 is there. So where do it get to 3-for-1? We still have it marked there, just in case price is still looking to go down further. Yep. Okay. All right, so I'm just using this point here where this vertical line is that if you have arrived at your chart, you've opened it and you've refreshed it, and you can see that earlier in the day you had 2 alerts and they weren't confirmed, but now that you've arrived at this time and you look back and you can see that they're confirmed, then you can still mark it out and you can see that at this point of this candle, it still hasn't, price still hasn't reached this trade management line, and you could probably see at the time maybe there wasn't a diamond, and you can see from here you still had momentum. Yeah. Okay, so price at this point where the yellow line is, which is some hours after that line was confirmed. Okay, so, and even if it was confirmed and you didn't enter the trade, but later on you come back to trading and you can see it hasn't reached its target, you can measure from wherever the current price is when you open your your computer for trading, and you can see, okay, there's still 22 pips to go. My stop loss is still above my center line, because if you're going for this target here, even if you entered here and you're going for this minimum target, your stop level is still guided by there. Okay, we do this harder because you can't just use a take profit and not use a stop loss. Yeah, so it gives us a reference until we get more advanced. and we understand it. So, you know, because sometimes there may be news and price might spike up and might only stay there for a second and come straight down. So if we start moving our stop loss too close after our trade management line, the line where the vertical special candle where we've marked our things, sometimes we can get stopped up because we decide to put our stop loss a bit closer. Okay. So the confirmed vertical line will always give you your safest stop level. Whether I enter here, here, and here. Yep. Okay. So knowing that your stop level is a place where it won't get hit, that means you're not going to lose. You can then focus on prices still going down. Okay. Price wants to go further down. Over here, there might have been a diamond. Okay. So once again, there's plenty of support to indicate and confirm. Okay. Generally, when this is there, your center line, the blue's below the white, and price action is below the orange, and the orange is prices still want to move further down. Yep. And you'll see that windows 3 and 4 most likely would still remain pink. Yep. And you can see window 5. Okay. So all these movements up here, okay, I'm just going to take away those straight. Oh, I won't take away those lines. Now have a look in window 5. Okay. So over here you have got a noise saying retracement on H1. Sorry, would have been actually the candle after. On the candle after the appearance of a yellow histogram. Okay, the yellow histogram is below. So it marks up the candle where that retracement happened. So yellow below, instead of making that pink, we have it yellow so we can actually see goes up or down. Yeah. So we actually consider this yellow box pink, just like these subsequent bars. All right, so you can see when we get the alert and it calls us back to the screen, this is what is calling us back. It's saying, hey, price has moved back up and it's ready to come back down. Yeah, have a look, and if that's so, you may have that re-entry. Now here, you get the alert to say that retracement, you come, you say, okay, well, it's retracing up, yeah, because over here, we've still got all pink and center line, timeline, so price is still looking to go lower down. Okay, so when this little retracement finishes and we get an alert here, so it brings our attention when something's happening. Okay, over here, we would have got an alert on the candle after this box, and you can see that you probably would have got a vertical line alert as well at the same time, yeah? And that's great because you've already got this original vertical line, or the confirmed one. When this appeared, this vertical line, we still have confirmation the price still wanted to go down and reach the target from that confirmed vertical line, yeah? And our attention's been brought by the vertical line alert. Sometimes these vertical line alerts, because the line hasn't been drawn yet, the alert won't come. But the good thing is, window 5 will always give you a audible alert and a pop-up message box. Yeah. And because you've got a confirmed vertical line, and you can see, once again, candle blue crossed below the white, and funny enough, the open price of that candle is below the white, yeah? And good entry point for re-entry, because once again, we've got that alert, and we can see that this confirmed red candle still hadn't reached its first trade management line for take profit, yeah, profit point. Okay, so, oops. Okay, so, and even here, you would have got a retracement alert, and then perhaps, or maybe not, that vertical line appeared right then or a little bit later. But the thing is, even if it appeared later, 4 or 5 candles, when you get a noise to come back and you see that the line's there, you can confirm it. Okay, so the confirmation can be at some stage later when price and price actions moved and averages is adjusted to the new position of where price is going, and because of the river orientation, it will actually repaint and allow you then to enter the trade. So in this area, as long as we've got a confirmed vertical line, it tells us that it really wants to get to the opposite riverbank and would like to get a diamond with a dotted line joining it. Okay, so over here, this is a 5 minute. It comes with the indicator. Yeah, it's there. I can see it, Genus. That's comes with one of the indicators to say that it's indicators on. So if I remove that indicator, it removes. Whereas if it was anything other than part of the indicator, it would remain there. So, okay. So our trade doesn't have to be always after a vertical line, because a lot of times price action mightn't be confirmed, and 3 or 4 candles later, that vertical line gets confirmed. Okay, because we still require that vertical line to allow us to put our trade management lines on. Okay, and then lets us know where a suitable stop level should be that we can project on the way down. Okay, so we don't, at the standard, at the say level 1 trading, to understand or to be required to analyze a chart to bring stop loss closer. Okay, the main thing about a stop level is to place protection and stop your account from if the trade goes against you, that you can only have a set amount that you're prepared should a loss occur for whatever reason. Yeah, so to protect the rest of your equity. But we don't put a stop level there to be hit. We put it there for risk management. Okay, so yeah, a lot of people think that they put stop levels so the price can hit it, and we want to know where to put it so it doesn't get hit. Okay, what we want to get hit is a profit target. Okay, so coming here. Okay, so here on the previous candle, we would have got an alert to say that's a retracement. That means it's gone down and now it's ready to go up. Okay, why? Because we've had pink shading below, and then we've got the yellow box retracement behind it, and the alert would have come after the retracement, the alert, yeah? Because until that candle's complete, it hasn't confirmed and committed that it's that movement. All right. So once again, it just brings your attention to it. Okay. So over here, center line's pink. So price action's all the right direction. Price action's open above the white. Timing line's below the line, but it's pink. And you can see the blue lines crossed up, yeah? So yeah, I mean, so we know that even this just shows you how strong this cross is and how the white, blue, and all these lines in window one are a very good indication, okay? We don't have a vertical line, so we can't put our trade management and go through the process. Okay, so we started going whenever we wanted to. We'd only find the price would bounce back and come there because overall it still has a movement down. You can see that is still finding it a little bit hard. But the main part to get from this is how sensitive these lines are and how fast they are. They're not really a lagging indicator, okay? Because here we're just one candle behind the action, where indicator up movement. Yep. And this candle's nearly gone to the opposite riverbank, yeah? So whatever, and the same thing happens on the bigger time frame. So, okay. So we'll just go back to here. So with these, like if you're looking to go to a trade, anywhere in this area, you go back to the first confirmed vertical line, which is this one here, because you can see that's over here, window 4 is green. So this is the first confirmed one. So if you arrive anywhere in this area, I mean, we're right here now, but if you had arrived at the beginning of this colored box that I've created, and this on the left is what you saw, and one of these lines are confirmed, you'd go to the very first confirmed one. Okay, in this case, now it's there. This is the first confirmed one because here's where we've got it, and then we use the open price of that to do our trade management lines until they're completed. As you can see over here, it's the riverbank, pink riverbank, you've got a diamond, etc. Yeah, but the first trade management line was about there. Okay, so virtually it went down a further, okay, a further 25 pips, yeah. So I'll look to get rid of that later on, but so the confirmed vertical line is very useful, even 5, 6, 8 hours later, yeah. I'm just giving you a way that whether it's a candle after that you've arrived at and confirmed it, or you have to wait until sometime later and you come back and it's confirmed. And when it's confirmed, you've got the candle that's specially marked as first confirmed. And from there, you do step 3. And then it allows you to know how much pips is left from where you're at, or where price is, to the destination. And that allows you then to go and do it on any time frame. Okay, so So once again, okay, we're jumping out of time. Okay. Yeah. So this, I think, a couple of weeks ago, I mentioned that, you know, I did have a 4-hour daily template. Yeah. So 4 hours goes by a week from separator to separator. In there's 5 days. Okay, so you can see there's 5 grey boxes last week. Okay, because each grey box has got 6 candles in it, because there's 6 4-hour candles in a day. Yep. So it just then allows us to know the beginning of a 4-hour candle, doesn't it? So that's the benefit of that. But yeah, it's not something that you are required to go and use, but you know, later on you may want to. Okay, so okay, no questions. All right, so what I'm doing is just nothing that says you can't expand it and there, but know that at some stage it's always good but to go and see it when you zoom up as well. Okay, so you can actually see if it wants to go further down, where does it want to go. Okay, these bands are drawn automatically. Okay, as is the open percentage segments and levels. Yep. Yeah. And in this case, there must be a Fibonacci breakout, because you can see that the breakout indicators given us the Fibonacci levels. Yep. So here's the 423. Okay. And the price wants to go past that. There's the next level, 523, etc. So price action and its movement's not random, because all these breakout indicators are generated by the equations live as it's processing the data. Okay, so it's not something I put on it or I select. It's something the software is able to go and do and identify. Okay, and you can see matches up with the Pete's information as well. Okay, so all right. Don't think, is there anything else I needed to go and cover, Ruth? That okay. So I have all good. So yeah. Okay, so this is August the 5th. Okay, and yes, Window 5 has been tweaked, because now, so that there's, to be more precise, to assist you in alerting you to possible re-entries. Yeah. So this has been adjusted from 8 to 5. Okay, so and things like that. So it has been tweaked to support and help identify and alert you when there is a crossover and possible re-entry. Okay, so this is my way of assisting you. If you're away from the computer, that makes a noise and calls you back, and then when you come and you investigate that noise that says retracement found or vertical line found, you go to that candle and you look and say, oh wow, it's in the buy zone, and blue's above white, orange below solid pink green. Hey, this is the buy zone. It's a very good entry. Okay, so I've got my retracement line, hopefully my trade management lines there, but even from here, price will have a natural attraction to the opposite riverbank. Yeah. Yep. So here. So yeah. Okay. So these things are there just basically helping you see the story of how price wants to move, and that when it comes down to go back up, it lets you know that it's doing it, and then it says, now I'm ready to go back up. And you come and look at your chart and you say, okay, you're still in the buyer zone, and you've had your little retracement, and now you're helping me see that I could enter there. Yep. So, and that's why I've given you one where you only see the line, so you can actually see the relationship without me talking, and you can actually take the information from yourself in a quiet space and just see how they actually work and what they're telling you. Okay, so window 5 now has the additional duty to give you an alert to help you assist when might be a good time to enter. And then when you come there, you see that window 1 has information to support that and make you feel confident about that trade. And then you've got the other support and resistant bands, plus open and Fibonacci and your report lines as to where price might wants to go. Yeah. And then your own trade management lines that are drawn from a confirmed vertical line. So the world's your oyster. Enjoy your oyster. For the vegetarians, the equivalent of that to enjoy. Okay, so the time's up. I'll say good night, and yeah. Okay, so I could just update where I've just tweaked these. If you want it, as I said, you don't need it because you don't need to have it because orange above there, you don't have to have those additional blue and white lines. Okay, but you can see the benefits of it. Okay, and the requirements don't ask you questions about the blue and white line. Okay, so thank you. And any questions, please take a screenshot, post it, and I'll answer so everybody can see the question and see what the answer is. And as you can see, nothing's really changed from buy and sell zone, green center line, pink center, an orange timing line above. Yep. So the core's all there. It's just a lot easier to read. Well, that's my perception. Until you tell me different, then because of the lack of your silence, I just have to take that as a yes. Okay. So take care. Thank you.